Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Guten Tag. Today we hear the Murli of the 8th July. I read through and then later on we can revise or ask question and answer whatever. And because translation is also happening. Sweet children, promise that you will not sleep peacefully until the golden aged self-sovereignty is established. That is, you will become pure, promise that you will remain pure and enable others to become pure. Question. Which death in drama is the system of the confluence age? Which death in the drama is the system of the confluence age? Answer. Some very good children who make effort to become pure, part of the rosary, are amazed by its knowledge. They listen to it, they speak about it, and then go away, run away. That is, what does it mean? They die. The spiritual birth which was taken is finished. It is as though this type of death has become a system of the confluence age. When you don't follow Shrimad, Maya defeats you. And that defeat is like death. After belonging to the Father, if you let go of his hand, that is his Shrimat and his company and companionship, it means you have died. No joy of life, no happiness in life, no self-respect anymore. Then your fortune is crossed out. Om Shanti. You sweetest children who have died alive. Now, this is a different kind of death. We are learning how to die, but with great joy, being alive and let go of the past. That is, you are died alive. Who have sacrificed yourself while alive. You have heard the song? The song was, I have come to your doorstep. I have come at your doorstep, holding my head, my neck in front of you. Mischief chopped off the old. And I have come in front of you to enjoy the new life. I will never go away. This is my promise. This is the song. So you children have heard this song. But not all of you have sacrificed yourselves. So that is surrender yourselves. You all die alive, number-wise, according to the efforts you make. When someone goes into the lap of someone else, that is when someone is adopted by someone else. He leaves one family and becomes a member of the other family. Adoption takes place. Then the parents, physical parents are alive, and then other physical parents have adopted them. You children know that you have died to devilish life, devilish families, and have now become part of God's family. That is called die alive. Living consciously, you leave the old world. God has come and adopted you. No one on the path of ignorance is adopted by God. This is unique birth. Adopted by God Himself. Yes, there are adopted, people are adopted by the religious gurus. There are Vallabhacharis, one part of devotional devotees, which is called, they follow Shri Krishna. Vallabhacharis who hand over the children to Shri Krishna in Shri Krishna's temple. So they, like Krishna, in Christianity. So they go with this, and then name is also given at that day, christening and name as well. So there are Vallabhacharis who hand over the children to Shri Krishna in the Krishna's temple. However, those images are non-living, the statues. Therefore, it is the Brahmin priest who takes them in their lap and then makes them into Vaishnavas, follower of the Vishnu. So because the statue does not come in front to hold the child, then priest becomes an instrument to get the child in his lap and then give the name or give ceremony. There are many who adopt children. You children know that they are adopted in the name of those who have been and gone, religious founders or gurus. So they had been existed, and so they adopted. Some are adopted by Christ, others are adopted by Abraham, means follow Islam Dharam. Only you children know when they existed in the past and when they will come again. The cycle of time is not known to them. You have now died alive. This is a unique death, unique birth. People are afraid of death. And here I die, let go of my old happily, because I know I leave behind the world of sorrow and I enter the world of happiness. You have to stay in remembrance of the one Father. Physical children are adopted and children remain behind after their parents died. Here you are adopted by such a father. What is the difference? In this adoption, you are adopted by such a father that he never dies. He takes you from the land of death to the land of immortality. Land of death means the life of degradation, and land of immortality means the life in salvation, liberation in life. There is the one bestower of salvation for human beings. Only God is the liberator and salvation. It is not only you receive salvation. God is the Father of all. So salvation, everyone definitely receives salvation, but according to Rama, some receive Sato Pradhan salvation, some Sato, some Rajo, and others receive Tamo Pradhan salvation. Everyone, when first come, they experience happiness. It means some experience longer time, those who come in the beginning, those who come in silver age, there is then also liberation in life, less time than golden age souls, then copper age. Time is changed, power is reduced, but even they experienced few birth happiness. Even in the iron age, when they come, they experience comfort and happiness, but not a perfect power of purity, peace forever, for even one life, short, and then they lose that happiness. For example, in Ethiopia, for example, one of the country we take example, the children are born, there's no food, milk, nothing for them to play with, and it goes in the television news. Look at the condition of the children. Thousands of people send toys, clothes, shoes, many things. For the child, it's paradise. Parents are still suffering. So that one birth, even in one birth, when he's grow old, then it's not that he has this toys and that. But when it first came, maybe 2 years, 3 years, they enjoy their life. And then the same as the parents. So it's called happiness, short-lived, temporary, not a big quality, good quality. Compare. So everyone receives salvation, but according to the drama, some receive Sato Pradhan, perfect salvation. Some Sato, then Rajo, and others receive Tamo salvation. Salvation mixed with sorrow. Although they come at the time of the Tamo stage, they don't experience sorrow as soon as they come. Later on, they definitely have to experience happiness first. At the end, everyone experiences sorrow. The Father says, I alone am the bestower of salvation and the purifier. When souls come down, they first experience happiness and then sorrow. You too, the soul learning Raj Yoga, first go into Sato Pradhan stage, fulcrum and rhyme, perfect purity, perfect peace, perfect happiness. That's called Sato Pradhan. Then number-wise according to the efforts you make. And then you go through the stages of Sato, Rajo, Tamo stages. That is golden, silver, copper, iron stage. You too receive salvation number-wise. 8 beads are considered to be the main ones. All of you are, so that now another aspect, that all of you are Draupadis, those who had received the power of purity and you lost your purity. That's called Draupadi. Your position that was so elevated, a perfect purity, you lose that purity. You now belong to the Father, and so you. God then gives you this power of purity again. So all of you are Draupadi, were pure, became impure again. All of you are Draupadis, now belong to the Father, and so you must never leave the Father. However, if you don't remember him, according to the Shrimad, how Baba says, be soul conscious and remember me. If you don't remember according to Shrimad, you don't remain soul conscious and remember God. Maya will make you let go of his hand. Shrimad is his hand. And if you don't follow, then naturally, then you go to the old world. Some came to Baba and were adopted and continued to follow path in the beginning. When they came to Baba, very good, very sweet children who were placed in the third and fourth number of the Rosary of Victory also became those who were amazed and then ran away. In the early days when they were 350. So all were with the same teaching, same community, same study. But then how each one is making effort and behaving with putting this knowledge in practice. So then others were giving them the certificate. And some were so that they received this certificate. This must be number 1, sir, number 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what happened? They began to believe that yes, I am number 5. I am a part of the Rosary of 8. But if I have not kept my behavior, my activity same, then next time when Rosary is created, they are not in that Rosary anymore. Main thing is reach that level and maintain that. Don't lose that intoxication. Don't lose dharana. Those who are then they ran away. This is a custom, or this has become a system of the corpulence age. Very enthusiastic and then cannot keep their power or purity. They continue to be those who are amazed by this knowledge as they listen to it, who speak about it, and then die. They're gone. They go away. It would be said they were meant to die in that way in the drama. That scene was it was drama that they had to go away. After belonging to the Father, if you let go of his hand, it means you have died. Although means that you are not worthy to claim the inheritance. After death, you don't take inheritance. When you are alive with parents, you receive inheritance. So physically you are alive, but spiritually you have died. Although they are in this world, they left this place while alive and gone into the devilish world of, is the world of sorrow. There has to be some reason. Even though you would say this is in the drama, but why they left? What was missing? What could not be kept? This is to find out. It's a drama. But in order to keep the self safe, you have to check what is pulling me, what is taking me away, what it is that I'm losing my happiness and faith. However, because of not following Shrimad, they are defeated by Maya. And the fortune they were creating, that is crossed out. After belonging to God, war begins. You have a war with Maya. What is Maya? What is Maya? Where is my own weaknesses, my own defects, old habits, and vices? They erupt more when I come to Mother. Before that, I don't fight with them. I did not know they are my enemy. I thought they were my friends. They are making me something great. And when I recognize, then I conquer them. So Maya begins, war begins. You have a war with Maya. There wasn't a war between the deities and devils. It is war within the self, with our own vices. There was not a war between the devils and deities, but devilish and divine qualities is a war. Acha. Next point. Children have written to Baba asking what to do on the festival of Raksha Bandhan. Preparations are made for all the festivals. In advance of the festival of Raksha Bandhan, you go and tie a rakhi on people. You should have the full significance of this in your intellects. This time for Raksha Bandhan, Piluban is coming from Madhuban. And we will have this Raksha Bandhan celebration on the weekend here of 18th, 19th, 17th, 18th, 19th weekend. And that program is actually announced later on. We announce after finalizing 2-3 things. And then whether, how much play, as she's few days here, how it will be possible that all can get the Rakhi tied. Okay, you should have the full significance of Raksha Bandhan in your intellects. In earlier days, Brahmin priests would tie the Rakhis. Even in my childhood, the Brahmin priest will come and tie Rakhi. And we have this thread, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, full week, not to open that. Until you enter the kingdom of Sri Krishna, keep this. Means keep your purity. That's the meaning. So you should have full significance of this in your intellect. In earlier days, Brahmin priests would tie the Rakhis. Now they have a system where a sister ties a Rakhi on her brother's wrist. Originally, those Brahmins used to tie the Rakhi because Brahmin caste is considered, remembered, as the highest and the purest. Brahmin means the one who is pure life and performs all the significant festivals. In fact, Brahmins are even higher than sannyasis. But according to the drama, sannyasis have become higher at this time because ordinary Brahmins then don't practice purity. Sannyasis practice purity, and Brahmin means one who practice purity. So not the householders who are as a caste Brahmin, they are not living pure life. And we, those who die alive, take a new birth, then we practice purity. Baba says, then you are higher than sannyasis. According to the drama, sannyasis have become higher at this time compared to householders. Priests. Earlier, Brahmins used to tie Rakhi and they would then they will keep tying, untied Rakhi at Janmashtami. Is that until they enter the golden age. Just as that is there, that they fulfill. Just as they have said, Draupadi left her hair loose, rishis to all keep their locks untied. It means that their determination inside. Its meaning is this, and hair locks considered as your samskaras. You are recognized who your father or mother is. Your hair, your eyes. So this portrays that my sanskaras are purity, and I will conquer the vices and will not rest, no, not paying attention on the other thing, but keep the promise. Rishis to always keep their locks loose, untied. A married woman would always have their hair tied. So it is means different meaning is that then they are there in vices, the indulgence that freedom is not there. To keep the freedom. Yeah, freedom. Because if you tie, it means you are in bondage and it's free. It's a freedom. But how to put in a story they are put in this way. Draupadi said she would keep her hair loose until they received their kingdom back. She would not tie her hair. The meaning of that has now been explained to children. Until we claim self-sovereignty, until we get our freedom completely, we will not sleep peacefully. We will constantly focused, determined to achieve self-sovereignty. We will not sleep peacefully. It is said that it is a rest. This is why rest is, if I am careless, what will happen? I will not be careless. And if I am careless, that is also loss for my own self. Internally, you have enthusiasm. That cannot be happiness until you claim your self-sovereignty. So one is rest of the body, other is the laziness of the mind. So I will not have laziness. In this way, I'm careless and lazy. I am being separated from my promise, separated from God, separated from my happiness. So that's why it's called sin. Sin means separation and sorrow. You have to receive happiness in the future, and for that you have to make effort now. You now know that Raksha Bandhan means, what is Raksha Bandhan? A bond of protection. Raksha Bandhan means to make a promise to remain pure. That is, I am free to conquer vices, and then this is my promise. Rakhi means it is a matter of making a promise. When did this festival start? Why did they start it? Who emerged to give the advice of Raksha Bandhan? What was actually meaning? They don't understand. Why did they start? It becomes a system. If one person gives the advice and the practical benefit is there, then name was glorified. So actually God gave us advice to become pure, keep purity in yourself and enable others, give the power to become pure. So then it became a system. Either priest will tie or brother and sister relationship is pure. So a celibate sister or sister means pure vision, pure relationship, pure interaction. Purity, it is a bond of purity. When did these festivals start? Therefore, this is a symbol of purity. When was this purity became determined to practice? A sister tying Rakhi means the Kumaris tie them Rakhi. So we also go and tie them on householders, that you practice purity. So Kumars and Kumar, a sister ties a Rakhi to her brother, whether he's a Kumar or married. It would be very difficult for a married person to remain pure. Power is not there. God says, become pure in this final birth. Yet, they don't become pure. A sister should tie a Rakhi on a Kumar brother and ask him to promise never to drink poison. Means don't perform an action of vice which can kill you. You die. Don't drink a poison. Those who are already indulging in vice will not let go of vice. It means they are drinking in the name of love poison. They don't obey God's orders. Therefore, this system of Kumars and Kumaris continues. You now understand that this festival belongs to the confluence age. Actually, this is only when God comes and makes us aware what is our relationship with each other. Then we practice this purity. And once we become Brahmin, we cannot become careless or lazy in this subject. So that is, you cannot rest. They don't obey God's directions. Therefore, a system of Kumars and Kumaris continues. You now understand that this festival belongs to the confluence age, the promise of purity, relationship with God. In the golden age, all are pure. So this festival is not celebrated. All are pure. There is no need to tie Rakhi there. It is not the system continued from the golden age. There was no need. All the festival generally refers to the confluence age. Diwali, festival of lights. The festival of Lakshmi and Narayana also celebrated at this time, but it has no importance. They celebrate the birthday of Krishna. But first of all, tell us who made Shri Krishna like that. How did Krishna become pure or virtuous, completely viceless? They celebrate the birth of Shri Krishna. But first of all, tell us who made Shri Krishna like that. If you ask people, the helpless people don't know this. This should also be written clearly. Ask them, it is the same person, Lakshmi and Narayan, are the same people. Those who in their childhood was called Radha and Krishna. But at that time, they did not have to make promise. It was their previous life at the confluence age. They made this promise, remained pure, and result is perfection. Divinity, spirituality, purity in practical life. So first of all, this should also be written clearly. All the festival are of this time. Such things do not exist in the golden age. They begin after some time in the copper age, not even the beginning of the copper age. As the impurities introduced, people begin to sorrow then system and rituals are created. So spiritual system became a ritual, a system of sister tying Rakhi to the brother, pure connection, purity. For a sister, between a sister and brother, though they are also opposite sex, but brother is never attracted with an impure vision to her sister. She may be Miss World or Miss India or Miss whatever. Or sister will not be attracted towards the brother for any other reason. She will be proud of that. My brother is hero. And brother will also be proud of that. My sister is great. But the ordinary way, opposite sex met, that they attracted each other and impurity increases. So this is what it means. So festivals, such things do not exist in the golden age. They begin after some time in copper age. The festival of Diwali, people celebrate here. It's not celebrated in the way like here, igniting the lamps in the golden age. So celebration here has a different meaning, just understanding. One has to understand the importance of the time of that festival. It has been explained to you, children, that that festival is of this time when there is incarnation of Shiva, the Supreme Himself gives us, ignites our light. You will remain pure in this final birth in order to make Bharat
Yeah, it's in front of your face.
I'm not seeing it now. I understand. Okay. Once again, this part of celebrating Deepamala, the festival of the Rosary of Lights, festival of Diwali, festival of lights that people celebrate here is not celebrated in the same way in the golden age. Igniting physical lights. The celebration here has a different meaning. One has to understand the importance of the time that is festival. Now is real festival when the supreme light comes and ignites our light. This is the festival of igniting living souls and light. And when it is the coronation of Shri Lakshmi Narayan, they might enjoy and create the lights. That is different, but not worship of wealth, Lakshmi, or celebrating with the ritual. It has been explained to you, children. The festival of this time is Diwali, when Shiva incarnates, or birth of Shiva. After the incarnation of Shiva, or birth of Shiva, there is this Rakhi festival, the festival of light and Raksha Bandhan. So that our light is lit and we make the promise of purity. Recognizing all of us are children of the same parents, Brahma Kumar, Brahma Kumaris, children of the Supreme Being. On the birth of Shiva, there is Rakhi festival. You make a promise to remain pure, that you will remain pure in this final birth in order to make Bharat, the world, pure. This Raksha Bandhan has great significance for you children. You promise. What promise? That you will never become impure in this final birth. You are now becoming pure, and only you pure Kumaris have a right to tie Rakhis. You have to tie Rakhi on brothers for them to remain constantly pure. And you also have to make the householders promise that they will remain pure. They do say, "O purifier, come." Sannyasis are calling out, "O purifier, come." So you are inspiring them to do what has been remembered. You have been calling out, "O God, come, make the impure ones pure." Now Father makes you pure again. So make a promise to yourself to remain pure. So it is called, after Shiv Jayanti, there is the festival of Raksha Bandhan. Next festival is Holi. Holi is also connected with this knowledge. Holi and 2 days Holi is there. One day is the Holi to burn the bonfire, where all the old things are burnt, and a big celebration of bonfire. And the next day is coloring each other with the color. So that is the fire of yoga. You burn with the fire of yoga, you burn all the old systems, old customs, old habits, old addictions. And then with the knowledge and virtues, you play with each other with the colors of company of the Supreme Being and colors of knowledge, colors of yoga, colors of powers. So this is also festival at this time. Holi and when they play Holi, it is called Dhuriya. When people colored after it and sprayed, they spray this color on others. This is also again a ritual, playing the other color, watercolor or dry color. But this is God's company with knowledge and virtues. We color each other. So Holi means to become pure. And the second day celebration, Dhuriya, means to imbibe knowledge. Color yourself with virtues and powers. Those people then make so many things of stone, clay, cow dung, etc., dust, and then they color each other with dirt rather than coloring each other with divine virtues. You see how the face becomes so dirty like a monkey. Clothes are become so spoiled. So no meaning, meaningless. So again, spiritual change into ritual, ritual change into without any sense. So in fact, it is the purification. Again, holy means pure, and holy means past is past. Burn the past. Incinerate the old personality traits or vices. So therefore, the purifier Father himself and explains to you children, among those who die alive, there are real children and stepchildren. The Father would definitely have the account of those who are real children. Real children means those who follow Shrimat, and then other stepchildren, those who step away from promise and go back again into the old world. Perhaps one step here, one step there. A father would surely know all about the business activities and property, etc. of his children. Real children are those who have total love for the father. Total love means complete faith, complete following Shrimat, being life according to God's directions. Real children are number-wise and stepchildren also number-wise. Some are worthy and others are unworthy. When are these festivals actually celebrated in reality? At the confluence age. The birth of Shiva is at the confluence age. So confluence age has to be given a time. Just as there is actually every third year we have 1 day extra. February 28 days. Then one time February 29 days. This is the calendar that we have now. According to Indian calendar, the month is of 28 days. 14 days of moon waning and 14 days waxing. So then after 3 years, this 1 day becomes, 1 month becomes extra. So in order to again move with British calendar and Indian calendar, so they keep 1 month extra. They say this is God-given gift for 30 days that we have to follow discipline, go on pilgrimage, donate for the poor, help something good. So that is a confluence age, extra time. This is extra time given to you. It is the time of the same cycle. But this 1 month, which is called auspicious month, is confluence age. Is leap year, extra month, extra time. The confluence age has to be given a time. Just as they have a leap month, in the same way there is also the leap century of 100 years. The leap century is a high century. It's said to be that, like example, 20th century. Here too, this century, when Father comes, is called the century of the confluence. It takes time for upheaval to take place. Diwali is also at this time. You children know that after the birth of Shiva, there's matter of purity. There has been quarreling because of purity. Fight between companions. Because of purity from the beginning. So along with the holy purity, Raksha Bandhan, holy is also connected with this knowledge. Holy and Dhuriya, burning fire, bonfire day, yoga power and the virtues and knowledge. So holy and Dhuriya are connected with this knowledge and yoga. You also need to remember very well. Color yourself with that color. This Dhuriya of knowledge is also continues. There will continue to be the rain of knowledge on you. So they shower, then color water. But Baba colors us with knowledge with virtues and power raining every day. This is rain, no, what is? All the drops are. On the quarrel between, because of vices takes place. The quarreling is because of purity. Everyone also asks, who has come and said this you to remain pure while living at home? They argue this. Sannyasis themselves leave their homes and families. There is the story of King Gopi Chandra. He was asked, why did you renounce the fortune of your kingdom? You were a king. He replied, in order to meet God. People sing very good devotional songs based on this. So why are you renouncing this? In order to enjoy company of God. But difference is, here you have to live at home with your family and remain pure. All the conflict is because of purity. Raksha Bandhan is the memorial of festival to become pure and make others pure. Look, all this festival explained or giving the meaning. It's as Baba came, then many different systems, what was in the golden age, what is here, is also given even through the little children. Small children will go in trance and bring the system of the golden age. Look here, even little children have visions. What devotion would little children have performed? Little children do not know all these systems and rituals, and they don't know do the bhakti, etc. Baba gave instant vision to everyone. Even the small children will go in trance. Then people would think, they would say, or think, there was a magic here. This is a magician, something doing magic. But in fact, yes, this is called the divine activities of Shiv Baba. These little children sitting in meditation will go in trance, will disappear. Disappear means that they are not consciously here, while just sitting anywhere, somewhere. This too is said to be in the drama. They would just look at one another and go into trance. It is also, for example, the story of Gulzar Dadi. Gulzar Dadi went in trance. Gulzar Dadi and one other Dadi from she was also living. Yeah. She was 8 years old, and they were in the evening, they used to meditate. Gulzar Dadi was 8 years, and Kamalmani Dadi was also of the same age in children's hostel. And they say, you look at me, I look at you. And they're sitting this way. And Gulzar Dadi went in trance, and she was sitting in the balcony, this Kunj Bhavan. I also have been there in Karachi. So there's like not the big walls, thick walls, and the flowers. In order to keep the flowers, the place is made. And so she was sitting there, another person also sitting on the other side. They're conducting meditation. Suddenly Gulzar Dadi went trance. And Kamalmani Dadi said, came to Mama. Mama, she's sleeping. No, she's smiling and sleeping. She might fall. Mama went and saw Gulzar Dadi was not here. So she, at that time she was called Shobha. Shobha, but she was still there. And Mama brought her up. She says, where is Baba gone? Where is Baba gone? Mama said, Baba is in his room. She says, no, he's up there. I wanted to hold his hand and you called me here. I couldn't hold Baba's hand. You called me here. Mama said, you want to hold Baba's hand? Let me take you there. So she went. And Mama told that she has seen something in trance and says Baba was there. Baba became curious because this was new news for Baba. Other things were visible, but could be understood, but this was something totally new. And Baba says, come, child, come. And she says, now you are calling me. And there you didn't. I wanted to hold hands, but I couldn't hold your hand. Baba says, child, I did not go anywhere. I was sitting here. And she says, no, you were up there. So Baba, Mama both became, because many messages used to come by children. For example, the sculpture tree. This was also first came through children. They saw that there was a tree up there, and instead of fruits, men were hanging there. Not fruits. Some have different colors, some have different cap, means dresses of the founders of the religions. And this was a tree of human being. And there it was a tree, but human beings were hanging. And then Baba explained how this world tree grows and different religions come into existence. So now little children did not do bhakti, have not read the scriptures. They came in young age to Baba. So for that was easy. Other things about the cycle or things were easy to understand. But this was something new. So Brahma Baba said, okay, you go again and ask them, who is this person that you saw? She said, I saw you. Yes, Puchi. Then Baba sent her again and ask this, what is this place called? And what is this person called? Okay, might be my, but I was here. Please. And Baba then sent her time to time to find more secrets of the subtle region. So through Gulzar Dadi, trance, the subtle region was explored. And then Brahma Baba started invoking that. Sometimes Baba would sitting, this is what Dadi speak about it. And Baba would sit in great intoxication. And Dadi said, Baba, what were you thinking? I said, I was in my Avyakta stage. There is Avyakta Brahman. I am invoking that. That is the stage we have to reach. So the little children brought many different, also how the golden age world is there. This is also came through others. Later on, Baba explained. So many children will go in trance. But so what a devotion would little children have performed. So Baba gave instant vision to everyone. And so they brought they thought there was a magic here. This is called divine activities of Shiv Baba. They would disappear while just sitting somewhere. This too is to be in the drama that Baba revealed this knowledge through innocent ones. They would just look at one another and go into trance. All these things are called the divine activities of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. It is not divine activities of Krishna. They have mentioned Sri Krishna's name and caused a lot of defamation. Look what they have written in the Bhagavad. That Sri Krishna, the prince of the golden age, stole the clothes of gopis and did this and that. There are two scriptures. One is Bhagavad Gita, the book of knowledge. Other is Shrimad Bhagavat, the stories, inspiring stories of Shri Krishna. So in that Bhagavat is the story that Krishna stole butter and killed this demon woman. So when all the characters, like the spiritual power, how the demons were killed through him. Baba says, look what they have written in the Bhagavad. Shri Krishna, the Prince of Golden Age, stole the clothes of gopis, did this and that, stole the butter, etc. Such activity should not be remembered. How can you celebrate and remember? This is not a praise. People will think that Shri Krishna really did do all of that. And then they say that a soul entered the body of Shri Krishna and related the knowledge. However, this is not possible. This was a different time. He was a well-known prince. They also show that chariot, again with Shri Krishna. Would someone run a school sitting in a horse carriage? Speak the Gita, teach others the knowledge on a horse carriage? In fact, this is a school of Raj Yoga. There is such a vast difference between the battlefield they have shown and this where you are war. You are at war. You are on battlefield. This is a school. There's such a difference between this war of yours. This is the war to conquer Maya. You children have to explain about Raksha Bandhan. Raksha Bandhan means the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, Himself comes and has come to make impure ones pure. You who are remembered are Brahma Kumars and Brahma Kumaris who practice purity, Daidaraki. A Kumari is one who uplifts 21 generations. This is aspect of the confluence age. The promise you make, it's not only for this birth, the power remains for 21 births. So you celebrate or uplift for your own 21 generations. The festival is not celebrated on the golden age. Now, any festival of this, after Raksha Bandhan, there's birth of Shri Krishna, because the first birth in the golden age is of Shri Krishna. This is his king, there is his kingdom. He promises at this time to go into Vishnupuri for the clan of Krishna. This you are studying Raja Yoga. This is Raj Yoga. You are becoming Narayan from ordinary human being. There is no biography of Lakshmi and Narayan. Story of Krishna they speak, birthday of Sri Krishna speak, but they never celebrate Narayan's birthday. They never show Krishna old and they never show Narayan baby. So they don't realize that the same person, two different stages of age. People celebrate the birthday of Krishna. Okay, what about the birth of Narayan? There must be a reason. Because of misunderstanding, the whole play has got confused. Three life story is made a confusion. Brahma, then the prince of the golden age and the kingdom of Lakshmi Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan, Krishna and Brahma. These three characters are confused people. Together, they mix up the timing. All the importance of this time. Don't think that Deepamala begins in the golden age. The golden age is a pure world. All of these souls are awakened. All the festival refers to this time. So you now know the biography of everyone. Shiva Baba himself comes and tells you, children, now become pure. Your souls have become dirty, impure. Sannyasis say that souls are immune to the effect of actions. This is why because it does not affect the soul, what you eat, what you do, your soul is not colored by that. So because then people don't follow the discipline. You souls have, Acha Baba says, this is why many people say that there's nothing wrong with this eating eggs, fish, etc. Because the souls are immune to the effect of actions. They all have their own custom and systems. Earlier, human beings were sacrificed to Kali. Neither Shiva nor Shankar would be called ugly. Yes, the two forms of Brahma and Vishnu become ugly and then become beautiful again. The Father sits here and explains all this. So many things, the different systems, etc. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found again children. Love, remembrances, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. And the spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana. Have total love for the father and become real children. Give your full news to the Father. Never become unworthy. Second point, keep the accurate meaning of Raksha Bandhan in your intellect. And definitely become pure. Never be defeated by Maya. Promise to claim your self-sovereignty. How will you claim that? With the power of purity. Promise to claim your self-sovereignty with the power of purity. Blessing. May you be blessed with the blessings. May the same apply to you. Meaning is, as Vishnu, that the Brahma Baba had this blessing, what I, this perfect form, so are you. So Baba is giving the blessings. May you be blessed with the blessings. May the same apply to you. But I am becoming, you also become like me. And constantly swing in the swing of celebrating, meeting, and become equal to the Father. Just as Bap Dada obeys the orders of you masters, you children are my masters, and I come to celebrate the meeting. Become present with the lesson of yes, yes, present indeed. Yes, my Lord, I am present here. May the same apply to you. Means you also be present in front of me. From Amrit Vela till the end of the day, be equal to the Father in your dharana, that is your religion, and your karma. Dharma and karma. Dharma means your dharana. Your religion is dharana, purity, peace, Love, happiness is our religion and your action. You will definitely continue, you will constantly continue then to swing in the swing of celebrating a meeting, swinging in the swing of happiness. By your staying in swing of this meeting, what will be the practical result? Both matter and Maya will become your servants and push your swing. Then in the swing, you are swinging, going up and down, come and down. Nobody says you are fluctuating. So even Maya is coming, you don't fluctuate, but you swing in the swing of happiness. By staying in the swing of this meeting, both matter and Maya will become your servants and push your swing. Your body and soul both will be happy. And second practical aspect, all treasures will become the decoration of your elevated swing. This life of supersensual joy will be studied with the spiritual knowledge and virtues. Slogan, remain constantly unfolded in Father's Brahma's arm and you will experience safety. Experiencing Baba's love and power, and you will remain happy.